Hello, how are you? I am under the water. Please help me.
Alright YouTube, what's the story? It's example. Well, welcome back. Another video, another day, another squad builder. And today's squad builder is a FIFA 22 La Liga starter squad. It's been a good few days of, uploading in a row, 7 in a row, and this is gonna make it. Edwin, remind me, how many days?
7.
7.
8.
Anyway, boys and girls, welcome back to another video. Thank you very much for clicking on the video. So today we have a FIFA 22 La Liga starter squad. I'm actually looking forward to it. There's a few very good, very good upgrades coming, I think, in this league, including some very good youngsters from not only Barcelona, but other clubs too. So stick around for this one. I think it's going to be pretty good. Now, these cards are good, and they're going to be pretty cheap because the La Liga this year is pretty dead. You know, with the departure of Messi and a few other players, the only big players left in the league are basically like De Jong, and that's, I don't know, even De Jong is the only one meta enough to actually be included in squads that I can think of. Now take this with a pinch of salt. I don't know the upgrades, I'm just guessing, but I looked into the games and I looked into the players, and hopefully they will come out with this sort of rating. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into it. Are you ready? As always, here we go. We start off with the goalkeeper, and his name is Alex Romero. Now, this card was pretty good. 80 rated in FIFA 21. Not amazing by any standards, but in the last season or two of La Liga, he's had some very good credentials behind him, such as he got like 15 clean sheets last season alone in the La Liga. So at an 80 rated, you know, it really makes it look like an 82 rating at least will be acceptable for this card. Now, he has very good diving, reflexes. There's not a lot of tall goalkeepers in the La Liga. The only tall goalkeeper I can think of is actually Courtois. This guy is 6'3", or I don't know how many centimeters that is. Unfortunately, my FIFA is not in the metric system. He has a few decent little stats in there. I don't see why not. I don't think you're going to get anything better, but if you can, do let me know, because as far as I'm aware, this is the best we got for this position. And next position that we have is the right back position. Now, this guy is going to be an absolute star when he's older, and his name is Dest. I think it's Sergey Dest or something like that. It doesn't really matter. His last name is Dest, and his destiny is to be the best right back of all time. He's going to be really good when he's older, don't get me wrong. I'm not sure how good, but he looks like a good attacking right back. Still, again, not a lot of options that are going to be cheap in the La Liga. So I think he's probably the best choice that we have at the moment. Plenty of pace, good dribbling, decent passing. Defensively, physicality-wise, not exactly the greatest player of all time, but definitely good enough to be used in a starter squad. Remember, starter squad, don't kill me. Speaking of not-so-starter squads, let's move on to the next player. Now, this man was hotly favoritized toward going, I'm not even sure if that's a term, going to, who was it? I think it was Chelsea, maybe even Spurs at one point. His name is Koundé. Now, he is a very good footballer, only 5'11" in real life, and a centre-back at that. But he had a really good season over at Sevilla, you know, getting, I think it was 14 clean sheets in total in the league. So I think a nice rating from 79 to 82 is realistic. Now, I wouldn't be surprised to see him only being an 81 or something, but, you know, I checked out his stats and what he would get if he got a 3 upgrade, and that would be the card that he has, which is insane. I think it looks unreal, and hopefully, we do see this card. It might be pretty expensive, and it's definitely the most expensive card in this team, but I think them stats alone are crazy. Now, with the hype built around Koundé, I think we could even get an Eder Militao for cheaper than this, so it really depends whether who's expensive or more expensive, Koundé or Militao. Whoever's more expensive, don't go for, and go for the cheaper one, because they're pretty much the same card. Next up, we have Ruben Vallejo. Now, do I know who he is? No. Did he do very good last season? No. Did he do bad? I don't think so. I think he'll have pretty much the same stats as he has this year, and these are the stats that you're looking at. You know, decent pace, good physicality, good defense, especially for a starter centre-back. I think you should think about getting him. Like, there's nothing there that screams terrible to me, but especially, you know, start of the game, so give him a go and let me know. But maybe I missed something. Maybe I missed a centre-back that's going to be godly in the La Liga. If I did, let me know. Okay, and then our next fullback, our left-back. Now, you may have seen in the Spanish starter squad, I actually had Liverpool Moreno. All right, that's who I had. Now, he was a good left-back for Villarreal. And so was Pedraza. He's very good, all right, as far as I could see and as far as his stats said. So I see him getting a little upgrade, probably for one or two upgrade. And his pace will definitely go up. His stats are fairly all-round. He'd be a decent little centre mid at the start of the game, but, you know, he's a left-back, and we're not going to chop and change that early on. He's definitely something that you could use going in. Anyway, I think his stats look pretty good, and if his card looks like anything like it did last year, but a little bit better, he's definitely going to warrant his position in the La Liga starter squad. Okay, next position, right mid. Now again, right mid's absolutely dead in La Liga, dead as can be. So we had to go for the slightly more expensive option. You could have went for a left mid off cam, because there is a fair few left mids, but I think I got it right here, because I don't think he's actually going to be that expensive. He kind of reminds me of Carrasco last season. Anyway, his name is Correa, off of Atletico Madrid, not the Lazio one. This Correa looks actually really good. 86 pace, 87 dribbling, 81 shooting. He looks really cool, and he looks like a solid squad. You know, he got a good few goals. He got a good few goals for Atletico Madrid last season, so I think he's going to be pretty good. He was 82 rated last FIFA as well, so I can see him getting a little upgrade. Not much, but, you know, for a right mid, I think they're fairly good stats. There's nothing there that screams terrible to me, so, again, if you can find something better, do let me know. Next up, we have the hardest working teenager of all time. People say being a teenager is easy when you're playing football. Not on this man's watch. This man played 72 games in the year of 2021 altogether, I think. Like, he's played more games in the last year than Neymar has in the last 4 years. That's how hard he's worked. Ricky Peweek, all right? I'm going to call him Ricky because it's a lot easier for me to say that. He was a 75 rated last season. We know that in FIFA 21. But this year, after the amount of games he's played and the amount of starts he's had, 79 rated at the very least. This guy is an absolute baller, and I saw that Jude Bellingham is actually a 79 rated this year, and this guy is no worse than Jude Bellingham in my eyes, if you ask me honestly, as a centre mid point of view. You know, this guy is like old school Barcelona style. It's great to see something like that back over at Barcelona, who are in absolute shambles at the moment. But this guy, you know, he has a bit of pace about him, very good dribbling, very good passing. Everything else is definitely subpar, but with the beast that we have beside him, you know, let him play the ball, let the other bloke, you know, do what he does best, which is crippling lads. Speaking of that man, here he is, Kondogbia. What an absolute card. 71 pace, 78 dribbling, you know, great defense and great physicality. He'll go well with Ricky Puig as well as anybody would, you know. He's definitely going to be there to anchor in the midfield and make sure nobody can get by, while Ricky Puig is the one going forward. You know what I mean? So I really think this is going to be a good little partnership, and can be a decent pace on him as well. I checked out his stats from last season. Definitely will get an upgrade if you ask me. I think he's going to get something that you can see on the screen in and around that. Let's hope he does, because I didn't know what else to put in. There was not a lot of centre mids with a lot of pace in this league that had decent defence. Don't be mad at me. Be mad at EA or FIFA. Okay? Thanks. And in the left mid position, I was spoiled for choice over on this side. I can't lie to you. But I did see today Valencia actually beat somebody 4-1, and I saw this guy score. So I was like, I might stick him in, because it looks like he's having a good season. His name is Gonzalo Guedes, and what a card he is. Like, he reminds me of like an old school Son or something like that. Like 88 pace, 80 shooting, 83 dribbling, decent physicality, 77 passing. He looks good. Now, if you ask me, Portuguese links are going to be pretty good next season as well, so he could be a little bit more expensive as time goes on. But his card looks really good. I think he was 4-star this year, maybe 4-star, 3-star. Correct me if I'm wrong. He looks like somebody with a lot of pace, decent amount of passing. I wouldn't really pass up on this card. He looks really good in my opinion. Definitely playing on the left wing. I think, yeah, definitely get him in the team. And here we go, ladies and gents. The last two cards. Last but not least, we have Alex Berenguer and Alexander Isak. These two cards are going to suit each other very well. Alexander Berenguer looks like a decent card with 84 pace, 81 dribbling, 75 shooting, 75 passing. I'm not sure exactly, you know, if he's the best choice for this position, but I was struggling to find a striker. So if I was you guys, I'd definitely consider about getting him beside big Alexander Isak. Isak is definitely going to get an upgrade, scoring 17 goals for Sociedad last season. I think he's going to be a really good card. And he also did very well with Sweden in the Euros. So I think his pace is definitely going to go up. He also had 5-star weak foot. I could be wrong, but this man has the finesse shot trait in FIFA 21, if I'm not mistaken. He doesn't actually have the finesse shot trait. I was lying. But he does have the outside foot trait, which is pretty cool. And he still will have the 5-star weak foot and 4-star skills. He's a big boy at that. I think he's 6'2", maybe even 6'3", only like 20 years of age. I think his pace, height, physicality, and shooting, 5-star weak foot, all of that is going to contribute toward him being a fairly expensive card, especially for a starter squad. Pick up on him early so nobody else does beat you to the bullet, all right? This is a great card, and all in all, I think this is compared to what other years we've had in the La Liga, this is a really good team. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you can see the full team now. All right, and this is how it looks. It looks really good, if you ask me. There's not very much in it. Now, it's lacking a bit of pace here and there, don't get me wrong, but you have plenty of ballers inclusively. There's, you know, Koundé looks good. Make sure you pick up a few of these cards early on, boys, especially the higher rated cards, because I think they're going to be, you know, lumped in price as the game comes to like the 1st of October. So definitely pick them up, and then you can only make money off the cards then, you know what I mean? So I think it looks really nice. There's nothing there that screams awful to me. Let me know what you think, though. Is there a little gem that I missed out on? There easily could be. I really like the look of it. It's something I'm going to consider. It's a cheaper league, so all the cards will be cheaper, inevitably. That was good. That was fun. I like doing that squad. I don't know why. Plenty of different nationalities involved. Sweden, you know, I had... Who else? Wherever Kondogby is from, I'm not entirely sure of his region. Portugal, America. Great. Fun. What a fun team. Anyway, I'm talking absolute crap. I'm sorry for keeping us here this long. Anyways, boys and girls, it's been Example. Good luck.